Hello, Learning Genie users. Today we will be talking about the Notes Review feature and best practices for collecting portfolio observations. I will show you the feature for administrators as well as teachers. When we write our portfolio notes, we want to make sure that we observe objectively and record factually. We want to strive for high quality observational notes. These use factual and objective terms, writing what we saw, not what we think we saw. So focusing on what did we see, hear, and read, focusing on interactions. We can contain specific quotes and paraphrasing is fine. We need to describe the setting, the materials used, and what can be seen in the space. Portfolio notes should be standalone. Someone who is not present should be able to read them and figure out what had happened. A low quality observational note may contain subjective terms, it may state opinions, make assumptions, or lacking detail, or are too vague. Low quality observational notes contain incomplete sentences and also have too many measures tagged. It is best to observe children in as many settings as possible. We should consider the consistency of a child's behavior and how observations fit with the overall conduct. If at any time you need help with Learning Genie, you can always contact our customer service team at 760-576-4822, and our email address is help@learning-genie.com. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you where you can find the notes review feature on the computer if you are an administrator or a site supervisor. To get to the notes review feature, that's going to be up in the Manage Portfolio section under Notes Review. I will be toggling between my administrator account as well as my teacher account, and I will make sure to tell you which account I'm in at all times. We are currently in the administrator account. From here, you can find the specific center that the teacher teaches in. Here's my teacher right here. I can then view all of the portfolio notes that the teacher wrote. I can sort them by specific rating alias. I can sort them by specific creation time, and I can sort them by specific rating level. Here is one observation note that my teacher just created. I can see the timestamp as to when it was created. I can see the number of children that are tagged. I can see the text on here, the photo, as well as a measure that is tagged. This is where I can provide feedback to this observational note. You can give a 1-star, 2-star, or a 3-star rating. The stars are optional. If you do not want to include those, you don't have to. I'm going to reflect upon this portfolio note, and I'm going to write a comment. You can use one of our pre-filled comments right here, or you can make your own. When I'm looking for in this portfolio observation itself is I want to make sure that the text is correct. We want to make sure that the teachers are using correct grammar. The photo is relevant if there is a photo. The measures are tagged correctly. For this note, I can say, please update with quotation marks and tag the appropriate measure. SED1 does not, we can say on here, SED1 is not appropriate for this observational note. Just as an example. I'll go ahead and submit. Now let me show you how you can view that information from the teacher account. You can do it on the computer or a handheld device. I'm going to show you the computer first. As a teacher, I would go ahead and go into my classroom. And I can see the comment right at the bottom of the observational note right here. So it does tell me the updates on here, and it does give that star rating if you want to give a rating. From here, I can then go in and update the observational note based upon the feedback I had received. Or you can leave it alone depending on what type of feedback you had received. Now, administrators can actually see if it was opened or not to see if the comment was looked at on the account. Let me go ahead and open up my handheld device so that way you can see how we can review the comments on a handheld device. You can review the comments on an Android device or an Apple device. Here, I'm going to be using my iPad. As a teacher, I would go into the classroom. In the portfolio section, I do get a pop-up on here saying you have received 2 new comments. Here, I can see the comments written by the admin on this portfolio note. So it does show up right at the bottom of the portfolio note you just created. You can always tap on where it says you received 2 new comments, and then it will take you to the comments section on there. So that way you can see all of the different comments that were written for that portfolio observation. Another way to see all of your portfolio notes with the comments on there is to go to the purple More tab under Useful Features, Observations Review. From here, I can then see all of the different comments that I have for these specific observational notes. And then from here, I can then make adjustments depending on the comments. If you need further help, you can contact our customer service team at 760-576-4822 or email us at help@learning-genie.com. Thank you.